It'll be 1 to go this time by. Coming to the green, buddy, coming to the green. Let's go get him. Go, 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 dig, 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 go, 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 go.
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway.
I think our Budweiser Dodge it's been quick. The guys have done a really good job. Kenny Francis doing an awesome job, and I look forward to having another, really, good car this weekend, and hopefully make the right decisions throughout the race and have a good shot at top 10.
This has been a good racetrack for me, a really good racetrack performance-wise. It's one of those that is surprising that we haven't won at because we've run so well so many times. But we never really, I'm not going to say never, but out of all those races we've been here, we've only had a very few dominating cars. We just had a lot of really good cars.
I'm pretty excited about the race here, to say the least. I mean, these last few weeks have been some pretty decent weeks for us. The Brickyard wasn't that great, but I mean, this place is cool. It's got some bumps and 3 different types of corners, and our car usually runs well here. Well, our team has we've performed, fairly well. We have not had the results that we hope to have, but we've been steadily getting more and more competitive, and that's good. Definitely would like to have some wins at this point in the season, but there's nothing we can do about that. So for me and my team right now, the mission is to make sure we're solidly in the chase and make sure that that the progress we've made with our pit crew and our cars and all that, we can really apply it for the last 10 races.
Well, we're just going to have to be consistent, not have, no DNFs, and just have us race smart and do the same things we've been doing all year. I don't think now's the time to change up anything we've been doing. It just comes down to the fact that you're starting to run out of time to get done what you need to get done to, get in the chase. And we've been in and out of it most of the year, and right now we're on the outside looking in, so to speak. But with that being said, it's really easy to lose ground in this deal, but it's really hard to make it back up. Pressure is definitely ramping up, but the pressure is always there. Pressure to perform, pressure to qualify, pressure to do this, that, and the other. And for the previous years, it's just been pressure for me just to get into races. So I'm enjoying this pressure a whole lot more than I have the other pressures in the past.
So we're trying. We are really trying to make sure we have a car that we know can finish a race. But it seems like we just always find the one thing that shouldn't go wrong does go wrong for us. But it'll turn around. I'm not discouraged by it. We're at least running well. I mean, that same team that I'm under that's got me a few mechanical failures is also giving me cars that can win most weeks. I mean, I said 5 races to go, 300 points. Then I'd feel comfortable. I think we're 6 to go and we're 150. So we're not there. We're not comfortable, and anything can happen. I mean, my dang drive shaft fell out of the car. I mean, anything can happen. So you can't always consider yourself in, and especially those guys, that are like 10th to 14th. They're all seem like they're really running strong. The 42, the 5, and those guys. I mean, they're coming on, and it seems like you can't let your guard down. I don't think at any point you can just throw caution in the wind unless you're Tony right now.
Juan Pablo and Kasey Kahne run good here, and then, of course, they run good at the road course with Kasey winning at Sonoma. So those are kind of the guys we're racing for the chase spots. Kyle Busch is, not out of it. So, we're up against some tough competition, but we know we have to not make mistakes and finish these races up front.
Mark's a modest guy, and he would never want to call himself Superman, but he's the true Superman out there, and we're really proud to have him on board, and he's bringing a lot to our program, obviously. Obviously being third in points, third's a good place to start this race from. We'll take that, and hope that the weather works out for us tomorrow to be able to make plenty of race runs to get ready to go racing for Sunday. And I feel like we've got some unfinished business to take care of here. We felt we weren't as good as we wanted to be last time, even though we finished good because of fuel mileage. And I feel like we really got to start to make our statement for this championship and get us some wins. At least show how powerful we can be by leading laps and contending for wins. But those bonus points are something that we'd love to get, and the momentum I think is the most important part of what you need getting ready for this chase.
I don't think that's been a big deal to me. I think because I've been introduced to it slowly as I went up through the ranks. It wasn't just like a light switch and all of a sudden, bam, everyone wants to talk to me. I think when I started running a nationwide series at first, that kind of set a big buzz out, and I was talking to a lot of people then. So I think I was kind of getting used to it as I was going up to it.
The name of the game is consistency. At the end of the day, it's all we got to do. Last week was a hard break for us, but at the end of the day, you look at it, we finished 11th. And we always said we got to, of course we're not top 10, but we finished 11th, it's not a big deal. But if we finish 12 or better every week, we should be good enough. That's the way we see it, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make ourselves better every week and make sure we're there at the end of every race. Try to stay out of trouble. And it's so far so good. That's our goal. If you make the chase with the current NASCAR rules, you made it. You prove to the people you're one of the best teams out there. And week in and week out we've been doing it. And I think we can. I think right now it's a realistic possibility. I think when I said at the beginning of the year to a lot of you guys, our goal is to make the chase, probably 9% of you guys were going, what an idiot. But realistically, I think we can, and we've shown everybody the car has a lot of potential.
The cars, how you get them running throughout the practice and throughout the weekend, how you show up with them as far as the setup's concerned, is obviously very important. But not only learning about that and what the car needs to feel like in practice to be good for the race, I'm still learning an enormous amount of just racing sort of skill. Racing on an oval in these big, heavy cars is something completely different than I've ever done my whole life. So it's amazing every weekend as we're getting more competitive and start running in the top 20, start running in a competitive position, how much I'm learning in those situations.
I feel like we can always make improvements, whether it's finding some small secrets with downforce, whether it's the engine department can bring a little bit more power. We just have to look at all areas and continue to get stronger. You can't get complacent in this deal because guys will just drive right by you.
We have to keep our nose to the grindstone, and one eye looking forward and one eye in the rearview mirror. But focus on going forward and protect what we've got. But at the same time, put ourselves in a position to continue to learn and get that first victory and answer that question in respect to everybody says, do you belong in the chase? So.
It's a matter of timing's everything, and I don't know that something would happen for next year. I think we're getting close to the stage of the season where it may get too late to have that opportunity to add a third car for next year, but it's something that at least as a company we feel comfortable with and feel like that with the right opportunity that it's definitely possible right now.